So I have a question for all my Bridgerton fans. I started watching Bridgerton Part 2 and there's a character called Cressida Cowper. She's designed to be unlikable and people are pretty turned off by her, by how she's treated people and made them feel about themselves. But she's trying to sort of re-find her footing in society by hosting this ball and kind of get her reputation back. So people know she's got an agenda there. Would you go to her ball? And do you know, I was really thinking about this. It would be so easy to say, no, I'm not going to go. I don't really want to be associated with her. She's not a nice person. But do you know what? It's the kindest thing to do, to go to her ball and to give her a chance. I also wouldn't want to give a character like Cressida in the Bridgerton universe any more fuel to their fire or any kind of gossip that they could spread. So I would want to be on her good side. I would want to, try and kind of put things in the past and just, it's the decent thing to do, the kind thing to do. And I was talking about this with Mum and we were both saying, do you know what, the kindest thing to do is to attend her ball, because a lot of people are not going to be going and it's going to really just kind of show their character as well. So even an unlikable character like Cressida, who most people don't particularly like anymore because of how cruel she's been to the women in Bridgerton. And the reason for this is because how competitive it was back then in Regency England for women to get married. It was highly competitive. And a character like her was just stepping over people's toes so she could have a chance, because it was very, very tough, and it was the only way for women to have that stability and security. So I think the right thing to do would be to go to Cressida's ball. A scene that stuck out to me in Bridgerton is when the Queen's lady-in-waiting suggests to her, because the Queen's really unhappy basically that Cressida's going to be hosting this ball and she didn't come to her first for her permission if she could even have this ball, and she said, well, how about if you ask for her to host the ball in your honour and then don't show up, which I think is really unkind, because can you imagine being so excited to have the Queen come into your ball? Yes, Cressida's a social climber. Yes, she's going to be telling everyone the Queen's coming to her ball and this is finally her moment to kind of regain her place and kind of recover from having to be in hiding. But I just think that's a really unkind thing to do, to say and to make this big deal about the fact, just because you're unhappy, that, I mean, the Queen is kind of, she's a spoiled brat in the story, in the Bridgerton universe. Queen Charlotte in the story is, well, she's very isolated, she's very alone. She wants to know what's going on in the outside world. She always wants the gossip. That's why Lazy Whistledown is so important to her, because it just gives her a little glimpse into what's going on in the outside world while she's kind of trapped in the palace. But yeah, I don't think that is something that someone with integrity would do. I think if you're a person of moral fibre, you wouldn't say that you were going to attend someone's ball, get them all excited, especially when you're the Queen, and then not show up. So what do you think?